Okay, hello again. This is Spaceman James. Now, we left Spaceman in a spaceship flying to a random spot in the galaxy, a distance of some 32 million kilometres, which, as you know, isn't actually that far in the galaxy. It's really just a walk down the shops to pick up a packet of cigarettes in space terms, to quote Mr. Douglas Adams. But I worked out where I was supposed to go, and I've targeted it, and now I'm going there. So I thought I'd just start with that. And while we're watching the numbers count down, we can think on numbers. I mean, we're made of numbers in a very real sense. If you think of our genetic code, it's really nothing but a big long string of letters, which are, of course, just numbers. You could render somebody's genetic code in 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you liked. And a big long string of numbers would say exactly who you were. Almost like if you can make a string of numbers long enough, then it can describe the universe. And I think that's the fantasy of Star Citizen, this idea of the universe being described by a game. I think I'll have some agreement among my listeners when I say this isn't the smoothest and most well put together of games. In many ways, it's a flaming mess, some might say. I guess I just did. It's a flaming mess. For all that we've actually got in the spaceship, and we're flying to a Calliope cave. Nonetheless, it took something like 2 hours to get there, which is not ideal. It's not ideal, and I don't think it was intended. But I think what people who like Star Citizen see is this idea of the perfect string of numbers that describes a universe they want to live in. And the fact that it's not there is to them the merest irrelevance almost. Just means you haven't got the numbers right yet. But look, here we are, coming up on a mere few 100,000 miles away from Calliope Cave. I thought I was actually going to fly there, but we seems to be... Oh, okay, we seem to have gone the wrong way. Okay. Well, let's just go over here and select it again. Oh. Guns. Guns are very, very important when you're in a spaceship. Because if you don't have guns, you can't shoot things. You can't shoot things. Well, actually, I'm not sure what the answer to that sentence is. If you can't shoot things, I guess they don't get shot. Things stay in the shape that they were to start with. It's not such a terrible problem to have. But nonetheless, we have some guns, and they sound pretty chunky. But off we go. Calliope Cave. This time shouldn't take too long. Alright. So here's a planet, or a moon, I'm not quite sure, and on it is a cave. Okay. So I find myself deeply puzzled by the system they've chosen for going forward. It sort of seems to not want you to go fast. It seems to think going fast is really a bad thing that should be avoided, which, given we're in a spaceship, which is all about going fast, seems something of an oversight. Nonetheless, I guess I'm going fairly fast. I imagine I couldn't drive this fast in a car. And I'm still very unclear on exactly what it means when my thrusters overheat. I presume something bad. That's what I'm presuming here. But look, I'm just going to hold down the button, go a bit fast. No. An interesting quirk of the... Oh, we're not overheating now. That's good. So it looks like we're going as fast as we can. We're not overheating. Possibly because it's very cold in space. I don't know. But I'm just holding down the forward button in my spaceship with some gentle pling plong music playing. Oh. I mean, I'd quite like to get out and have a little wander around my spaceship while I'm grooving along here. But I'm not sure what the button is. I guess I'm going to have to learn it soon when I land at Calliope Cave. But right now I don't know what it is. So here we are. We're sort of coming around the curve of the planet. When we get to about, I guess directly overhead, then I'm just going to head straight down. And something worth thinking about is the way the ship handles. How it feels when you fly it. I guess it's okay. It's got a certain amount of inertia to it. Yeah, I think the fantasy of this is more about shipping things and kind of picking up stuff and carrying it somewhere else. It's not a devilish daredevil of a fighter plane. Okay, sound coming in. Yeah, so overall I'm not having a terrible time flying around in my spaceship. I like some aspects of the way it looks. There's a nice brushed steel kind of feel to it. It's utilitarian. The way I have to hold down forward, my fingers like locked onto the forward button, so I go as fast as I can to get to my destination, is a little on the tedious side. In fact, I think I might. No, I'll go as far as I can in space, and then I will. Then we'll go down to the atmosphere, because I suspect I'm going a lot faster up here than I am down there. But yeah, no, look, I think my ship should be exploding now, and I think there's just a bug, which means I can go a lot faster than I should be able to. Just a little bit of shooting. But yeah, it's just this angle down towards it like a swan dive. Head into the planet of Calliope. Oh, 33 kilometers away. And if you see, we're slowing down, which is nice. I don't know the degree to which maybe it will just slow down a bit more, because we're going quite fast. Now there's two, if you look, there's a slider that goes up and down with the mouse wheel, and there's also the kind of light blue bar, and there's a red bar, and I don't know what any of these things mean. I think a slider is something like maximum speed, perhaps, but I don't know. And as with all these things, I'm trying to enjoy the walking through a fog of unknowing. It's sort of, it's pleasing. Alright, so slowing down a bit more. And does control go down? Okay. So a little bit. Put my landing gear down. Finding it a little hard to know. I think I've landed. Hold down the button. Now I have to get out of the seat. quite sure how to do. No, we haven't landed. Yeah, I think it might be landed on something. So let's see if I can... There we go. Y. Y for yes, I would like to get out of my seat, please. I added the please there because you should be polite even if you're talking to a ship. Okay, so there's a nice little screen. Let's go at the back, shall we? Here we are. On an alien planet. Oh, I don't think I'm ever going to get back into that. I think I've... Oh, my poor ship. I'm sorry, little ship. I don't think I've treated you very well. I don't think I'm a very good ship dad. But look, here we are. We're in a... we're investigating a cave. That's pretty cool. Got a little gun. It's minus 124 degrees centigrade, which is quite cold. Alright. So I'm spookily investigating a spooky cave. Somebody's handily left these lights around, which I really, really appreciate. But yeah, here we are. This is adventure, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a space adventure. Now, once I get back from my space adventure, I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to get in my ship and fly away. But if so, then that's just one of the things that happens in a space adventure. You know, you can't... you've got to understand that the danger is all around us. I mean, it is in our day-to-day lives as well. You don't have to be having a space adventure to be in danger. You could step off a brick and break every bone in your body, every single one, even the little ones. Even the bones in your ear can be broken if you fell off a brick in just the right circumstances. I certainly don't want that to happen to myself or any of you. I would like you all to live full, happy lives, but danger is all around us. Okay, so we're walking through this cave. Got my las gun, got my ray gun handy. It's important when you're a space hero to have a ray gun. I'm not even sure you are a space hero if you don't have the ray gun. Okay, so here we are. I wonder if I have a light. That would be nice. Do I have a light? Mission tracked. Suit oxygen. Customize my personal gear. Utility. No, I don't. Maybe that's something I could buy. I don't know. I've got a sidearm, which is an energy pistol. Yeah, I imagine I could probably buy a light, but I haven't done that. And hey, look, that's okay. There I am. Look at me, being an adventurer. I mean, several hours into my adventure, I guess I should actually know that I'm Space Woman Jim, but that's all right. That's right. Maybe those distinctions don't really matter in the far future. But look, here we are. We're walking through a cave. We're a little bit lost in the cave, if I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really know where I'm going. But that's how a lot of adventures happen. You just walk forward until you get to where you're going, even if you didn't know where it was when you started. And that's been my experience for this whole space adventure, really. You walk forward. Oh, look at that. There's a purple thing. Now remember prone being X, so if I can go prone. There we go. Nope. It doesn't work. I'm sure I remember seeing advice that if I went prone... Oh, there we go. Just needed some space to do it. Alright. So here I am, belly crawling. I've got 11 minutes to live. In 11 minutes I'll die. So that's something to keep in mind. The imminence of my demise. Somebody's put a lot of effort into making lights all through this cave, and I really, really appreciate it. I just want to take a moment to really... Oh, look at that. Okay, well, this is quite a pretty cave. I'm having a good time walking through this cave, seeing what there is to see. I don't know where the person I'm looking for is. Maybe they came here to look at the lights as well. Oh, awkward. Fell down a hole. Okay. Well, I think that might be. Let's see, can we climb out of this hole? A lesson I'm coming to learn is that perhaps a light might be a good idea when I'm going adventuring in caves, and that's a lesson that I can put into practice by looking for a light, seeing if anyone will tell me. But I think I'm trapped in the dark, a million light years from home, and that's where we'll leave Spaceman James, having had his first space adventure and being at the bottom of a hole. So I'll talk to you next time. Ka kite ana.